Uh,
Every day, the icon, the little like day icon that I made, just like drifts farther and farther away from like the text.
What is happening with that? Why?
So the last thing that I used this for was the This Isn't Noir holiday special. And I bet so the problem is I'm not gonna be able to get this back if I shouldn't do this. I'm gonna have to reset it up, but it might be worth the bit. So if I go to Blar Harbor, we're gonna dig into my secrets here real quick. If we go into Blar Harbor and I click on this little the second button from the left, this little arrow, this is my debug button. This takes us never mind, it's broken. Never mind.
no.
Okay. I guess we're not gonna do that.
The debug button is gone.
Before we start, can I show you guys really quick my Switch? Because I just put stickers on it and it's so cool.
Yeah,
let me see.
please do that.
Nice button stickers.
Wow. Whoa. Can you describe the button stickers for people who listen to this?
Sure. They're all space. It's on one of the four, like the two D-pads. One of them is just the same planet over and over again, which is also one of the like Joy-Con knobs control, like the same button cover. The other D-pad has like a series of 4 planets, kind of like built like shaped like a compass. And then the second one is just a moon with a pretty little star on it, and it's overlaid over pastel pink and maybe green. I don't know. I changed my colors and everything's a lie now. Pink and yellow Joy-Cons. They're like, I think they're the pastel. I got them for Christmas and I'm so excited.
That's very cool. Well, so we have about a half hour until something very special is probably maybe going to happen. So we're gonna. My plans for this episode include starting with some self-improvement for you all, and then hopefully before we end today, we will get you guys set out on your next adventure. And
I love adventure.
It's going to be really fun. Get out of here. I don't want you here right now. I've changed my mind.
Okay,
now,
bye.
Okay, bye. Now, last time you all received your next mission from the Caldera Corporation, does anyone remember what it is? It's been a few weeks.
I do. To go to Cosmo's parents' house, pose as we're just there for a woohoo birthday, and steal a body because they have acquired the dead bodies of, I think, some of the game players or something. Something about like I don't know. The Caldera Corporation wants to study brains or something, and they don't want the stones to study brains, so we have to go get a body.
They wanted the layout of the factory.
Well, you guys, okay, maybe I'll do the recap real quick. Maybe that's what we'll do. So, we were doing pretty good, about going out to California and taking a body, right? We were good there.
Yeah. Body napping.
Yeah, body napping. The reason for this is that the Caldera Corporation has not been able to get their hands on any people who did not survive their time, like on the other side fighting their reflections. Those bodies are getting taken by the Stone family. The Caldera Corporation wants to get their hands on it so they can try and figure out why some people are dying and what happens to their bodies when they don't survive. So hopefully they can, get better answers on why all of this is happening to begin with. Now, Mark, in terms of, studying the layout, that is a part of it. That part of your goal right now is to, under the guise of Cosmo's birthday party, understand the layout of the facility so that you can plan a big heist and steal a body. That is your mission. That is beginning pretty soon. It's going to be April 29th when we really kick this off. So about a week. Do we have any questions?
I have a comment. I just was thinking about this, and I don't understand why the Caldera Corporation was like, oh my god, we're totally just going to use these like three strangers to rob the Heart and Stone Foundation, or the Heart of Stone Foundation, instead of using our like endless resources, money, magic, or any of those things to hire Willoughby Stone as a contractor, because he's literally one of the top neuro surgeons in the country. But instead, we're just going to rob him.
They did also mention that they were very interested in keeping the nature of the game as hidden as possible from the stones.
Yeah, but like, who in their repertoire can operate on a brain and understand it?
I don't know. You didn't ask.
Yeah, because I don't believe they exist.
My dad is the only brain surgeon on the planet.
My shitty dad, who I hate so much, is the only man who's good enough to do this job.
Yeah, I feel like you've a lot of hate for a lot of people that we dealt with in the last episode, and like now you're just forming like contradictory, shitty opinions about all of them. Like there's no.
No, it's fine. I'm warmer. I've warmed up to Extinguisher, but I don't like Colleen. I've nicknamed her Colon, and I don't like Brad. I hate Brad with a fiery passion.
Fuck Brad.
Fuck Brad.
Fuck Brad.
You know, it's always a guy named Brad. Fuck Brad.
Fuck
Yeah,
Brad.
I hate Brad. Me and my friends hate Brad.
Me and my homies, we all hate Brad.
Well, Brent Bradley.
Oh, Brent Bradley's
We don't need to dig that one up.
What a bummer.
What a bummer. But yeah, so like I don't want to spend too much time on it, but I do want to give everyone the opportunity to try and improve 2 skills, and just say like what you do to try and improve them. Then we'll do a little roll and see if you do it. I don't care who goes first. I don't care. I'll pick someone if I have to. I'll be like that teacher who is like, don't make me pick you if you don't raise your hand.
I'm gonna voluntold you.
Oh,
Someone
okay.
doesn't raise their hand. I'm gonna pick someone.
Go ahead.
Can
Chris.
I wasn't volunteering, but I'll do it.
Oh.
Sure. Chrys is gonna first off, oh man, guess he's gonna try to up his disguise. He's gonna go to the local. He's gonna go to like the local beer at Halloween, because Halloween's not trademarked. Like we're fine. But beer at Halloween, he's gonna go there and he's gonna like buy a bunch of like glasses and mustaches. And he's gonna go around the hotel and he's gonna like trick people and he's gonna be like, "Hey, I'm not Chrys."
Do you tell people that you know that you aren't Chrys, or do you tell people just like that you're passing by in the hallway that you've never seen before? You're like, "Hey, I'm not Chrys."
I guess people he knows, because if it's not people he knows, it's not really disguise, you know?
Yeah. What's your base disguise right now, by the way?
35, or yeah, my disguise right now is 35.
Okay. So why don't you try and make that improvement check? So remember, you need to get over your number in order to improve it.
Oh, easy peasy. I got a 56.
Yeah, that's great. So no one is like fooled by this, Chrys. No one is like, hey, that's not chrysanthemum. But your like failures at basic disguise give you a deeper understanding of how you can better improve and work in the future to like actually fool people.
Okay, I like that.
So go ahead and roll a d10, and you'll add that number to your base.
Sick. That's a 7.
Nice. That's pretty good.
Okay, and then I get to pick 2. Is
Yeah.
that the correct thing?
Yeah, it's like a you pick 2 kind of special.
Yeah, and I guess he's also going to intimidate people, like following up the disguise. He's also going to be like, and don't fucking forget it. He's going to like intimidate these people into believing that this isn't Chrys.
That's a great idea, and I'm so here for that. Can you go ahead and roll for intimidation too?
Yeah, that's a 92. So yeah, that's a success.
Go ahead and add 1d10 to intimidation.
That's only a 4. That's okay. So
All
if
right.
I'd gotten a 0, that would have been a 10.
Correct. Yep.
That's pretty sick. Okay, but I didn't
Yeah.
get a 10. So
Well, Chrys, you feel like you're better at intimidating people, and you feel like you're better at hiding your identity from others, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Cosmo or Iris, who would like to go first? You're going to go first, Beth?
Yarg. So, funnily enough, I also wanted to do disguise. In that Cosmo just like wakes up and is like, the blue isn't working out, and they go down to like the hair dye, wherever they can buy hair dye, and just buy a box of purple and pink hair dye, and then kind of splatter it in their hair, and do this by themselves. So the job doesn't come out incredible, but they
Especially
do make
because
a huge...
you can't see yourself at
Exactly.
all.
So here's where the disguise part comes in that because they also can't see themselves, they just make a huge fucking mess, like a huge mess. In the they didn't do it in like their bathroom. They did it in like one of like the lobby bathrooms. And so when like the worker comes in and sees this, they're like, "Why would you do that?" Cosmo's like, "Oh, see, you're looking for Cosmo. I'm Rosmo. See my hair color? It's different." And that's what they're going with. It's not very good. They're not expecting for it to actually work, but they're just trying faces disguising themselves.
If I could give you a penalty on an improvement check, I would. I don't think that's in the rules, so I'm not going to, but I just want you to know.
I hate your idea so much, I want you to feel. Let's see here. All right, come on, Rosmo. Got a 9.
What's your disguise?
It's gonna be really funny if I pass it. Oh no, I didn't think it. My disguise is a 5.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Well, this worker who just had double, triple eye surgery deluxe the day before is like, Rosmo, we're enemies now, Rosmo.
Cosmo's like wiping at the stains with a paper towel, and they're like, "My apologies." Looks at name tag. Glenn. Sorry, Glenn.
Rosmo.
Cosmo like puts their glasses in their pocket, and they're like, "Look at this face and this hair color and the fact that I don't wear glasses."
Glenn is like squinting like so deep.
Rosmo is like really just drinking it in, and they're just like, "Yep, this is Rosmo. This is Rosmo."
Yeah.
Really, really confident in their ability. When this is over, whatever mess Cosmo now has on their head, they take upstairs to the Fingies and to Dees, and they ask any of them to teach them how to pick a lock.
Okay, well, first, did you add your bonus to disguise yet?
Oh no, I forgot that. That's what the whole point of that was, and not a funny story.
just a good party story.
Just a good party story. What am I adding? Just a D10?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a 6.
That's 6 points to disguise and a lifelong rivalry with Glenn.
5 plus 6 for disguise.
You've got to be kidding me, Beth. This is about as simple as math gets.
Girl, I can't type. I have to write this down.
You have to. That's right. You don't have a keyboard.
We've been over this. I have to write it down. So I just wrote my disguise is a 5. Add 6, so I can add it in later. I can.
What is 5 plus 6?
It's 11. I'm aware that it's 11, and the only reason I know that is because you have to take 5 and 5 and then add the remainder. I can't do math otherwise. No, math can only be done 2 ways: in 5s, or if the number specifically is even. Odd numbers, I don't understand them, and they're not real to me. But all even numbers are.
Okay.
Anything above a 6 is hard.
Okay, and you said you were gonna go learn about lockpicking?
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that's sleight of hand or locksmith, but I'll take either.
It's locksmith.
Incredible. I have a 0-1 in that, so
you're gonna crit on this. So what happens is you go up to Dees and you ask him to teach you lock picking, and he says, Do I look like I know how to lockpick?
A little bit.
No, it was never really my area of expertise, but I don't know. We can like Google it or something.
I turned to the Fingies, who were also in the room that I also asked, Do either of you lockpick?
They shake their heads.
All right, blue tube it is.
Yeah, so you guys watch tutorials on how to lockpick.
All right, I'm practicing on the hotel door with like a bobby pin.
Great. Can you roll?
That was so close to a 1. I got a 2. That's incredible. I'm glad I failed because that's better for me. But
wow. Yeah, go ahead and add.
And that is that's only a 1. Okay, now I have 2 in locksmith.
2%. Yeah, you like break the door to the thingy's room, and you see Glenn like glaring at you, but maybe he's just squinting and trying to figure out if the lock's broken.
I put a note in the door that says Rosmo did this.
Damn you, Rosmo!
Rosmo didn't say they were sorry, that they did it.
Cosmo was here.
Sorry, not sorry.
Rosmo.
Love Rosmo. Iris, what would you like to do?
Hi. I was thinking of computer use as they have been doing during their downtime, going to Cosmo and being like, how do I use this? And then I think the other one I was going to think about doing was stealth, but I guess I don't have a lot in disguise past the base values, so maybe I'll also work on disguise.
We're just causing fucking mischief in this hotel.
Everybody, no one knows who we are. We all come back to our room at the end of the day where we're all practicing disguise, and no one looks the same. We're like, who are you people?
All right, let's start with your first roll.
Sweet, that would be computer use.
Yes.
Which, Millie, what in the world? Come on. Which is also really good because I only have 10 in that from the last time where I added, I think, 10 points to that.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure you went pretty hard on that one.
Let's see. That's not a D10. It's also not a D10. That's not a D10. There it is. Okay. Wow. Oh yeah, that's a 47. So definitely failed that one.
Cosmo teaches you a little bit about the Hack the Cows app, and you don't pick up much from it, but the little that you do, you're like, maybe one day I'll feel confident enough to download this.
It's like a lifelong subscription service. So make sure you're ready to pay $7.99 every 4 years for the app.
Okay.
That's it?
You can't cancel it though. You can't cancel it. It's uncancelable. If you just keep going, and let's say you never have a job for 20 years, I'm sorry, but you owe a lot of money to this app, and you
owe like $28 to this app.
But like, what if I delete my bank account and also all of my personal information, and I go into hiding?
I did that. I literally did that.
No, you're right. Okay.
I'm still subscribed to this app. I signed up when I was 16, when they allowed you to. And let me tell you, when I turned 20 and I got my first bill, I was very confused.
Kind of wild.
Not really. I don't know who makes that app and why it goes wrong.
Well, interesting. They're professional hackers, so.
Yeah.
Max, what am I rolling to add to this?
1d10.
That's a solid 5. We're at a 15 on that one now.
I mean, that's pretty good. You went from literally nothing to 15.
Yeah, which is wild considering I'm a social media influencer.
Nah, you don't need the kind of computer savviness that computer use would grant you to be a social media influencer. This is deep hacking of cows.
Yeah, I learned how to hack the cows.
Yeah. What do you want to do for disguise? You watch your friends go around causing pandemonium in these crummy disguises, and seemingly they're getting a lot of success. Chrys, in a week, ups his disguise game significantly, and Cosmo has a different color hair now.
I think I'm going to, along the same lines of what they're doing, Perhaps maybe just wear like one of those really poor quality like wizard beards, and like the mustache has like a little square cut out. And I'm gonna follow them both around at about a 30-foot distance, and if anyone looks at me funny, like I'm about to do something insane, I look at them and all I say is, "I'm a wizard!" And then a dog manifests behind me to really convince them of it.
A dog?
Yeah. I don't know
Where-
if my mic is
How
picking
does-
up Millie.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
I thought you just
oh.
were about to unleash a new power and its ability to
Right.
summon a dog.
Like, you haven't mentioned
Millie-
Skrink in like fucking 20 episodes.
Skrink is here.
Yeah, but you
Why
don't.
I didn't just leave Skrink in a car. That'd be wild.
No, that'd be
Skrink?
absurd. Yeah,
Your
Iris's
microbore?
My
microbore.
microbore.
oh,
Don't forget
how
about
could I forget?
Don't forget about
I have an
Geronimo.
alarm set, okay? I didn't forget about it either. Like, I was thinking about that just now. I was like, I gotta mention him at some point.
It came up in the Discord.
maybe-
They were,
Maybe it won't be a dog. Maybe it's just Skrink showing up.
Yeah.
oh, Skrink
Following
is
behind
dressed as
me.
a dog.
Skrink is disguised as a dog, and they're like, "Whose dog is this?"
I'm gonna make a disguise check for Skrink as well while you make your disguise roll.
Excellent.
Skrink did
What's
too
it?
good.
Well, that's fine because
good.
I got a 96. So
Wow. All right, you can improve disguise. I'm sorry, Skrink is not improving disguise this time.
oh, Skrink, good effort. 4. All right, we got a total of 9 in disguise now.
Fuck yeah. This next adventure, you're definitely gonna disguise yourselves into something real good. I can feel it. Oh, Millie.
Millie feels it too.
She really wants to sit on my lap, but there's no lap space available right now.
Milby.
Oh. So she came in before, and she knocked my door all the way open, and the first thing she did after that was go. So, we're off to a good start on keeping quiet.
Yeah. Beth, what math are you doing?
There's things I have to do. We have to decide on later in the episode, and I was just counting how many years it's been since Cosmo saw their parents on this birthday. Will have been 7 years exactly.
Well,
Just,
that is a greater number than 6, so I understand why you needed to really
listen,
count that
you
way.
can
It's also an odd number.
Yeah, it's also not.
You can make fun of me all you want, but I will always use my fingers for counting because I don't understand numbers. I don't think in them. They don't exist to me.
No,
Numbers
they're not
aren't
real.
real.
Yeah.
Math isn't real,
Yeah,
and therefore
fair.
I don't subscribe to it.
I don't subscribe to your math.
I don't subscribe to numbers.
Okay, great. Sorry, I'm trying to find some information that I'm gonna need for later in the episode. Do we have anything else that we want to do? I imagine, Cosmo, you're probably gonna want to call your fucking dad to schedule this party.
Oh yeah, that's actually perfect because that's the notes I was taking. Is I need to make sure that my dad knows what kind of party I want. It's really important to Cosmo.
Okay, cool. Do we want to do that now? Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay,
When-
that's good. I just found what I needed.
Cosmo spends the entire day / week mentally prepping themselves for this, and they gave themselves space hair. They didn't learn how to pick a lock. They lied to somebody. They're like, all right, I'm ready. Teenage Rebellion Part 2 complete. Now I can see my parents again. And goes to call 1-800 my dad to contact their dad.
With your new phone, the phone that you
No.
just got.
No, actually, this is Iris's phone.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking it'd be infinitely funnier if it was like Arden's desk phone at the lobby desk.
It would be really fun. No, because then they'll trace it. I use Iris's phone.
Okay, you use Iris's phone and you hear, "Hello."
Oh, hi, Father. This is
Is this Cosmo?
Yeah, this is still Cosmo. How's it
Cosmo, this
going?
is Scott P. Man Motions here. Your father
Oh.
is briefly unavailable.
I see. I've talked so little to my father that you just truly sound exactly like him. How are you, Scott?
I'm wonderful. It's so delightful to hear your voice again after so long. I'm actually in charge of all of your parents' passwords and security. They don't remember it. They pay me 24/7 to remember their passwords.
You know what? That sounds like to me, Scott? That sounds like you are the perfect person to take over this business. I don't know why they ever tried to leave anything to me. You are clearly much more cut out for this. Also, Scott, could you do me a huge favor as truly the only capable person under this company?
Well, how dare you say that Willoughby and Penelope are not capable individuals, you
Oh,
ingrate!
I apologize. You're absolutely correct. I did not mean to insinuate that they're incapable in any fashion. Just that my request is so beneath them that it would be ludicrous to even request it. But you are the man to speak to.
What request is this?
So for my birthday, you know how I'm coming home in a few days? Well, there's 2 requests that I have that I wonder if maybe you could make happen, and it'd be a fun surprise for my parents too. First of all, I would really love a masquerade ball. I really think a cool, totally face-covered masquerade ball would just be the best. The best way to really reintroduce myself into society. High society at that. And secondly, something maybe my parents don't know about me is unfortunately in the past 7 years, I developed a crippling fear of cameras and being videographed. So, as a present, completely encompassing all 7 years I've been gone, I would really prefer if the entire event was no cameras, not televised, and entirely private.
Yes. A high society, exclusive
We can call it a private.
ballroom gala
Absolutely.
extraordinaire for charity. Cosmo's exclusive private ballroom gala event for charity deluxe.
The masquerade.
I'll come up with the
masks.
marketing. Don't worry about that whole thing. But yeah, I think I could work with this.
I'm so glad I was able to catch you, Scott. Truly. Thank you. You are so dependable. My parents were absolutely right to leave this in your hands.
Yes, I'll have to see if Brad Pitt's available. That'll really make a spectacle. Ta-ta! TTFN! That stands for ta-ta for now. It's a double ta-ta.
HAG stands for have a great summer, and I hang up.
It's April!
I turn to literally, I don't care if anyone's there.
I think Iris is there because you took Iris's phone.
They don't have to be there.
Just standing there waiting for you to get off the call, like, huh.
Just hand it back to Iris, and I'm like, that man is so easy to manipulate. It's so funny.
Your dad?
No, that I didn't get my dad. I probably won't see him until like the actual party. No, that was his assistant, Scotty Man Motions. I think Scott Man Motions. I don't know. He really just wants to be my parents' kid. Like that's all he ever wanted. So if he wants their jobs and the position of heir, I'm happy to give it to him. So the less I threaten him, the more we can probably use him.
Didn't you call 1-800 my dad?
Yeah, my dad's not going to answer his cell phone. He doesn't care about me.
What the fuck? All right.
Oh, good. Do we have anything else that we wanna take care of? Anyone?
No.
I don't want to do this whole thing out, but I did want to just say that at some point during the week, Cosmo brings coffee to Hannah and Greg, and thanks Hannah a lot more sincerely for getting her job back, because Cosmo was not very appreciative the first time around, and so she makes sure to thank her a lot.
All right. Mark, anything?
No, I don't think so. Maybe like maybe like is there like an area where I could take Geronimo for a walk?
Yeah,
because I think that should be like a daily occurrence. Because I don't know what he does, but he's got to do something.
Yeah, you definitely need to keep the monster at bay by giving Geronimo daily walks. Notice, Chrys, everyone gives you like a really wide berth, like a 30-yard berth every time you bring this unholy abomination out.
Fair. Okay. Yeah. Fair. Not offended at all.
I'm glad that you're not, because I don't think it's anything personal against Chrys. It is genuinely the freakish lizard that you have. Well, good. We can put a big like number 2 up on the screen because that is the second episode we've mentioned Geronimo.
And I hate it already.
Phew. Yeah, saved us for another day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fast forward. What the heck is your
Oh,
What the heck is your floor called? It's called Leisure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to fast forward to the wee hours of the morning on April 29th, really, but it's like 3 a.m. on April 30th, 2033.
too early.
And there is a pounding knock at your door.
No.
I'll let
No,
anyone
no.
roll Constitution to see if it wakes them up.
I'll roll. Let's see.
I'll
No.
also roll.
That's a 69. Oh, I failed that.
I failed.
Oh, these dice are so hard to be 34. Oh,
Sounds like a pass.
I passed it.
Okay, so Iris, you are
Good night.
you are passed out cold, and Cosmo and Chrys, your bloodshot eyes burst open at the sound of the pounding on the door.
No, no, no.
What would you bitch? Get up. And I stomp over to the door and I throw it open.
All right, Chrys, are you right behind Cosmo?
Yeah, with a fist raised in the air.
Okay, standing out in your hallway, dressed in his conventional nice suit, is a broad-shouldered short man in a suit.
Oh, close the door.
What the fuck do you want at what's the time? 4:20? 4 something in the morning, Brad?
He checks his watch. It's about 3:15 actually.
Oh, even worse. What do you want, Brad?
Is Iris up by chance?
No, Iris is sleeping like a normal person, and she will stay that way. What do you want?
Two things, quick. I'm about to head out and meet with your new, well, I'd call them opponents, but that's not really fitting for the next round. So I have a bit of a drive ahead of me. I just wanted to, one, let you know that my personal cell phone has been forwarded to all of you. If anything comes up on this mission, know that you have the full backing of the Caldera Corporation behind you. And please do not hesitate to reach out if there's any trouble or complications. And the other thing is I've given a lot of thought to what Team Bouquet has been saying.
Oh?
About the game, about the way that we run it. I won't pretend to be a perfect person. The reflection game is not some 100-year-old tradition. We are basically flying by the seat of our pants. And it's easy to think that the way that you're doing things is right. It's the right way, but obviously that's not always the case. You may think that I'm just some overseer, some bureaucrat who has no skin in it outside of sending people potentially to their death every round. I haven't told this to anyone, but my son was a participant.
Oh.
And he didn't make it. And he never knew that I had anything to do with it. And even then, I still thought I was doing the right thing. I was protecting people as much as I could by letting the game be this mysterious. Anyway, I won't take up any more of your night, but if anything should come up, remember that you can call. Good night, Team Bouquet. And before you can really say anything, he swiftly makes his way back to the elevator.
Oh, I'll lean my head out in the hallway and go, I'm really sorry for your loss, and then close the door.
Man, that could have been an email.
That absolutely could have been an email, actually. Lock the door. I don't even forget. I don't even. Whatever heart softening Brad just tried to do is completely undone by the 3:15ness of the morning.
Hey everyone, it's Max here for something I haven't done in a while, which is a regularly scheduled ad break. Why this episode? Why am I doing this 26 episodes in? Because frankly, I needed a good transition into the second half of today's episode. So I figured I would do a check-in, see how everyone's doing. You know, it's been so long, but I hope everyone's doing really well. I want to thank you all for listening to the Reflection Game, and I hope you've been enjoying it so far. It's been such a wonderful season, and we have so much more exciting stuff coming up, including, can't stress this enough, the second half of the episode that you're just about to listen to. Real quick, while I have you, I do just want to ask, if you're enjoying the show, if you've been enjoying season 3, I hope that you'll tell a friend about This Isn't Normal. Tell them about the Reflection Game. Literally, I would say about like 90 to 95% of our listeners right now were told by their friends about the show. We are very small, but if you like it, I bet your friends would like it too. It would mean the world to us if you would share the show. And remember, if you're watching us on YouTube, leaving a like, leaving a comment, subscribing helps us out so much. If you're listening to this on, Spotify or Podcast Addict or one of the hundreds of podcast apps out there, I hope you'll favorite it, like it. Just anything that helps give it a little bit of traction helps us out so much. We have a lot to look forward to in the next few weeks, and I can't wait for you guys to see what we have cooking. I'm going to let you get back into the madness now. Stay safe, drink lots of water, have a great week, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Okay. Ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Excellent. This is the first recording I've done this year. I was hoping I was going to have a haircut by this point, but that didn't happen. Cody, welcome back to you in particular. Of course, you were with us for the This Isn't Noir holiday special.
Mhm.
And now I think we're really going to go in what is about as close as like a polar opposite, like tonal shift as you can imagine.
Okay, so real seriousness. I got you.
Moderate seriousness. So we're going to bring you along for this next adventure here.
Mhm.
And of course that means that we kind of we gotta bring you into the madness, so to speak. And I was hoping you could start by telling us a little bit about the character that you've prepared.
Yep. So, his name is Wilbur Dugan.
I need to write that down. Okay.
So he is a spry 75 years old.
He's 75.
He's lived a good life, strange life, but a good life. He is an ex Acadia park ranger, retired, not ex, I should say. Although he still manages to, well, at least when it was still around and its normal state, he would still kind of hang around there. So he knows his way around the woods. He can track. He can hunt if need be. Although because of his old age, he's gotten a little slower, a little more frail. Frankly, I don't know how long he's got left, but he's gonna make the most of whatever he's got in his hands. So
okay, great.
That's what I got so far.
What does he look like physically? Can you give like a quick physical description?
Yeah. he's he's a normal kind of guy. He doesn't have too many crazy appearances or anything. He keeps a pretty well maintained beard. For the most part, occasionally he lets it shamble a bit. He's got balding on the top, and then some strands of almost like chin length hair that he kind of keeps tucked back as best he can. Mainly he cuts his own hair at this point because they're just too expensive nowadays. So
Yeah,
he lets it grow out
absolutely.
a little bit longer. He's Even though he is 75, he looks like he's 65. He's a little spindly, but you can still tell there's some underneath some of the wrinkles and the liver spots on his arm and stuff. There's still some muscle, untapped muscle in there.
He's got like a youthful glow kind of deal.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, you look in his eyes and you see what has to be closer to 30-year-old in there. He's just at the corners of his slightly cataract eyes. He's
Yeah.
ready to go.
Physically, he is a little decrepit, but if I
A little.
remember correctly, mentally, he is about as strong as they come.
For someone who didn't have a formal education, he's learned a lot from the woods,
Mhm.
and from saving different people throughout it.
Yeah.
So somehow he manages to be one of the smartest in the room, but he's very nonchalant about it. I don't think he knows his own potential most of the time,
Yeah.
but he has these spouts of brilliance, and then it'll slowly fade away into some confusion about where he was born, or back in his day sort of situation. So
Yeah, absolutely. Now, so you and I have talked a little bit about how Bar Harbor is no more,
yeah.
and Blar Harbor took over a few years
Mhm.
ago after it was all wiped out in this crazy wave.
Yes.
Now, Wilbur is still in the Blar Harbor, Acadia area, right?
Yes, I
Yeah.
believe so. Yeah.
Okay. So, of course, you were privy to the kind of weirdness that happened almost a month ago now. There was, someone's house got burned down. There was a bunch of weirdness. And then one fine day, everyone was told bright and early, go down to the docks, and you all got sprayed with some herbs and spices and went
Yeah.
on your way. Wilbur did get sprayed with the herbs and spices, right?
He got spiced. I believe so. Yes. I don't know why he wouldn't go, if not only just to see what all of that was about.
Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot of explanation. One of the local business owners ended up having to serve some like pretty hefty community service for some sort of unspoken eldritch crimes. I don't know. The rumors are kind of crazy.
All right.
But so are you as a former park ranger, do you still what I'm trying to figure out right now is where would you spend the night? Where does Wilbur call home?
I think so. Wilbur, because of his long and dedicated service to the park, has managed to kind of scrape out a little bit for himself. He's kind of has this little corner of Arcadia that no one really goes to. He has his own little camper area, maybe that he lives in, sleeps. That's kind of where he rests. He rests his hat. But for the most part, throughout the day, he probably takes a walk or a car, taxi, moped, whatever.
any and all of the above, depending on what's available.
Yeah, and he'll spend most of the days within Blar Harbor now.
That's wonderful.
Soaking up the rumors or whatever, shopping, or just annoying children.
Great.
Get off his sidewalk now.
So it's that camper that I actually would like to start in on. We are at the end of April in the year of our Lord 2033.
Amen. Yes. Okay.
Amen. It's closing in on about a month since the weirdness all happened, and things are really returning to normal. So it's about like 2 a.m. where we're going to start. What does Wilbur dream about?
2 a.m. Well, he probably has some pretty gnarly flashbacks to some rescues that he's been on every once in a while. Maybe climbing what were they called? The beehive.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure,
beehive. Yeah.
I'm sure that stuck with him. Having to climb that to rescue like a kid or a college student that thought they could do it, and then got nervous halfway through.
Yeah.
Probably a lot of that, but probably most recently is the experience of going to the dark. He probably has a little bit of trouble trusting people at this point, because the last time anyone invited him or told him to go do something, he was sprayed with herbs and spices. Which you said this is like a month after?
About a month after.
The smell is just starting to fade on him. Like, he doesn't have great running water, so like he's had to take some pretty serious showers at the local BMCA. I don't know what you.
Yeah, I love that BMCA. That's perfect. Would you say the experience left a bad taste in his mouth?
Yeah, well, at first it was a really good taste, but kind of like if you left a certain chicken brand in your car for about a month, it's starting to sting.
Yes.
Yeah.
So in your dreamlike state, you stand before the town down by the docks. You see Sick Rick on his boat, which is called Sick Rick's Big Dick. I don't think I explained that to you, but the boat that sprayed you all is called Sick Rick's Big Dick.
Sure.
And all these herbs and spices are falling down around you in this majestic pattern. One of the people in the crowd turns to you and says, "Wilbur, your taxes are due."
He just starts hyperventilating.
Yeah, so you're freaking out. You're like, "Oh my God, the IRS is coming for me." And
I always knew this day would come.
The scene around you shifts. Your dream goes from the docks to this sort of darkened environment. There's a kind of red glow that's illuminating it and providing you light. You know when you're in VR and like your character is moving but you're not, and you have that weird body sensation that's like something strange is happening to me physically.
Yeah.
The experience,
I know that too well.
The experience is very much like that. It's like the world around you is shifting, but you yourself are sitting still, and you're so aware of this sensation.
Mm-hmm.
And you fight and you strain to gain a little bit more of your faculties. You're sort of having to force the muscles in your body to work. And finally, as your head starts to move, you realize you're sitting down in an auditorium of some kind. It's abandoned, completely abandoned, and it looks like no one set foot in it for maybe decades. On this sort of like pull down screen from the ceiling on the auditorium stage, you see a pristine building being displayed maybe from like a projector somewhere else in the auditorium. It's this pristine building in a sunny city of some kind, but all of the windows have been locked down. There's like these heavy metal shutters all across this building. But that's just on the projector, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Besides you, there are two other people in the room with you. Over on the auditorium stage, you see a young man with this kind of dyed yellowy green hair, wearing a pair of pajamas that seem to sport like Mothman and like Bigfoot, all different types of cryptids on these sort of white PJs. And to your right, also still sitting, is a taller man with this long gray hair, wearing some striped PJs. The man to your right doesn't seem to be as far along in regaining control of himself as you or the other person are. This other person is up on the auditorium stage and turns towards you and says, "Oh, hey, you're awake."
Am I?
Hey, this is going to be a weird question. Did you bring me here to kill me?
I don't think so.
It's fine if you did. I'm just kind of trying to figure out what's going on.
I'm kind of right there with you, to be honest with you.
Oh,
no,
good.
Okay.
That's good. They kind of clamber over some of like the auditorium chairs to get into your row, and so they're standing above you on 2 chairs, 1 leg on each chair, and they hold down a hand and say, "Mango, it's nice to meet you."
With the weird names, Wilbur.
Wilbur,
Nice to meet you as well.
that's great. My partner over there, that's Mason. We're investigative cryptid journalists, and you're here too. Shoot. Okay, so if you didn't bring me here to kill me, have you pissed anyone off recently? Is this like a group kidnapping?
I don't remember. I don't think so. You seem pretty cool with yourself almost just being here to get killed. I'm not. I don't think I've made anyone mad necessarily. I mean, there were those kids that I yelled at a while ago, but they don't seem capable of whatever this is.
It would be pretty extreme. Yeah, that's for sure. Are you?
Yeah.
You must be from around Bridgeport, right?
What? Like Bridgeport, Maine?
Connecticut.
Finally happened.
What?
Oh no. I've gone senile.
Oh no! Hey,
I don't know how I got here. I don't know who I am anymore.
Wilboo, it's okay. We're gonna get you out of here. What was your name?
Wilbur?
Wilbur. Sorry. Yeah. So, if I'm not mistaken, we are actually on an abandoned beach right off the coast of Bridgeport. There was this old settlement. It's called Pleasure Beach. It burned down in the late '80s, but I've been there a couple times. Oh,
I mean, I was around when it happened. I wasn't there.
Oh,
no evidence to prove otherwise.
Yeah, the arsons burned the wooden bridge that connected into town, so they ended up having to leave all the structures up. I'm pretty sure this is the theater here, but why we would be brought here, I can't quite figure.
I'm not sure either. Were you ever in Blar Harbor recently? Have you always been here?
I haven't been on Pleasure Beach that much. No, I'm from small town north of here. It's called Sinsaba.
Okay, Sinsaba. Got it. Well, have you checked the doors or anything? Any notes around here? Have you called anybody?
You know, I actually haven't tried the doors.
What do you mean you haven't tried the doors? That's like survival 101. If you're locked somewhere, you try the doors.
Well, I'm an investigator. I was trying to figure out why we... Okay, I get your point, Wilbur. Okay, let's go try the door.
Get up.
All right, yeah, so you and Mango walk over to the door, and Mango kind of glances back as you start to get close, and it's like, Mason, come on, buddy. Snap out of it. We gotta go. And as you reach for the door to try and open it, it actually pushes in. And you two stare face to face with 3 figures. Wilbur, you see yourself and another Mango and another Mason standing in this doorway, blocking your exit. They look pretty spot on to you. A noticeable difference is that all of them are very dirty. They look like they haven't bathed in months. And they have anger in their eyes. So we're going to roll for combat.
Oh gosh. Okay. Anger. Okay. I can handle anger. That's fine.
Angle. So just let me know what level of success you get.
Well, that's a 4. Oh. No, wait. Sorry. 4D. 4D. Sorry. No, wait. No, that is a 4.
Okay.
Yeah, I got 004. Okay.
So that's That must be an
Critical.
extreme success.
Yeah.
So, well, cool. Actually, your alter ego here also got an extreme success.
Oh, good.
So I don't know how to tie this because this is literally a perfect match. Well, he is actually. I mean, I think it makes sense. He's going to throw the first punch because he's going to try and kill you.
Yeah, I'm confused. He seems pretty pissed. So
Yeah.
let him swing.
So he actually raises up, and you see that he is armed with brass knuckles, like these spiked knuckles.
Huh, I don't remember owning those.
And he's going to try and hit you. What would you like to do?
I think I'm gonna try to fight back. I think
All
that's
right.
one of the things I can do.
That is one of the things you can do. So go ahead and roll Fighting Brawl.
Here we go. That's a 43, so that's a normal success.
Okay. Your alter actually did not pass that first attack. So why don't you go ahead and describe how you would like to kind of resolve this?
Oh, Chris and Brass Knuckles have a lot in common. They both kind of swing with like a wide swing. So your best move is to make yourself look bigger, back up and go for the eyes. You
Go for the eyes.
You kind of move in when he swings, or when they swing down, so you get nice and close, and you just poke him in the eyes.
Okay, can you go ahead and roll damage? Let's start with that. Let's see how much you do, and then I'll figure out how we need to.
Oh, it's not gonna. I can tell you the one thing. It's not gonna be a lot.
Well, I think
It's a D3 plus DB
damage
What?
bonus, which I think you have a 1d4 damage bonus.
I do. Oh, I do.
Yeah, so it's a 1d3 plus 1d4. That's not bad damage.
That's not bad. Okay, so that's 3. Where's my triangle here? All right, so that's 6 damage I have done to.
Nice. Okay, so with that, I think you do like kind of get your claws into his eyes, and the alter you kind of like backs off, roaring in pain as it is your turn to deal your attack.
Yeah, that's what you get.
How would you like to follow that up?
Well, since I've gone for the eyes, the next thing to go towards, again, fair analogy, the best fighting example you can have, is you go for the weak spots. So eyes, then groin. That's all you gotta do.
So you're gonna kick him in the groin.
I'm gonna give him the old dick kick. Never fails. They taught me that one in karate 40 years ago. See how this goes. 18. That is, it's a hard success.
Okay, great. I tried to dodge that. I did not dodge that. So
oh gosh,
please follow it up with the old dick kick, please.
Kicking my own ass. There we go. That makes more sense. That's better. So that would be D3. So 2. That's another 6.
Oh my god.
2 on the D3 and a 4 on the D4.
All right. So you knock your alter ego to his knees. He has one hand kind of like clutched against his groin and the other against his face. And real quick, just to update you on how the rest of things are going. Yeah, because you're not the only participants in this. So the alter version of Mango rushed in with this kind of like rusted pipe. Which the Mango and we're talking to has wrestled from his hands. And is now being delivered back into his alter's head.
God.
The tall man with the long gray hair, his alter has arrived or is getting pretty close to just standing over the normal version of him, I guess you could say, who is still kind of bound to the chair. And he is wielding an axe. But the alter Wilbur is up next. And is going to, from the ground, kind of try and lunge for your chest and knock you to the ground.
All right, he's going Timberwolf style. All right, sounds good. I'll try to fight back.
Okay. I got a normal success.
Well, I got also a normal success, 51.
All right. So that is attacker's choice. When the actions are fight and fight. So you are going to get knocked to the ground for. Where's my triangle? I found my triangle. Holy cow.
Oh,
6 points of damage.
okay. God, that's good.
And yeah, I guess it makes sense that both of you would be capable of exclusively dealing 6 points of damage at any one time.
It's the number of the beast.
And so now you are on your back. Your altar is standing above you with the brass knuckles. It is now your turn.
Okay. All right. Ow. I think the most reliable thing to do here is go for the joints. Try to kick him in the knee. Am I wearing shoes? Nah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, go ahead. You can try and kick him in the knee. He is going to respond with a counterattack, of course, because he is
That
on
makes
top
sense.
of you. Yeah.
And we're both very aggressive.
Yep.
That is a fail for me. That is a 70.
That's a fail from him as well.
Yeah.
So
Oh my god, it is mirrored.
you try and go for the knee as he brings a fist down, and you both kind of just instantly return to your previous struggling position.
Poor Hammy, he breaks his knuckle. It's all good.
Yeah, exactly. And he is going to try and punch you again.
That makes sense. I'm gonna punch him back.
All right, this time you go for the face.
All right, this time, I was 2 away. It's a hard success for me. I got a 15.
Okay. I actually got an extreme success.
Oh god.
That's
Look at me go.
That's
Look at
another.
me go even better.
That's another 6 points of damage.
Oh lord. Okay. Get a little dizzy now.
Yeah.
Bring me back to my old war days. I don't know if I ever served in a war.
Well, if you did, it's bringing you back to it.
Yep.
What would you like to do?
Oh boy. All right, I'll give him one more punch, and if that doesn't work, I'm getting out of here.
Yeah, that sounds about right. All right, go ahead.
Nope. 74.
Okay. So you are going to take another 4 points of damage.
Oh, that's better.
From another hit. And,
oh boy.
As you're kind of getting all these punches to the face, suddenly you feel your altar collapse on top of you. And then start to scramble to get off. And as the weight is lifted off of you, you see that there is blood pouring off of his head. And that mango fella is standing with the pipe covered in blood now and offers you a hand to pull you up.
The real mango, or is it the other one?
The real one.
Okay, hard to tell. Both of them are kind of gross now. Wait, is the other one?
No, the right one pulls you up and says,
"Okay, great.
We gotta finish this guy."
Yeah, I thought you did.
The altar version of you is kind of on his knees and is starting to kind of scramble away. Mango motions if you want to take the pipe.
Sure.
Okay. Great. So go ahead and roll Fighting Brawl again.
All right. Oh god, no. Oh no. 91.
All right,
All the success was too soon.
you bring it down next to him as he's trying to scamper away.
Does the hits the ground, has that reverberation effect?
Yeah. Mango kind of looks at you and asks for the pipe back.
Yeah, it makes sense. I'm more of a knives or firearms, more my speed. Household objects, not great.
Not really listening to your rambling. Mango just goes over and bashes the head of your altar over. And your altar seems like he's dead. He's lying dead on the floor.
Yep, that makes sense. I haven't seen something like that in a while.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and roll sanity real quick?
Oh, sure. How could he fail?
You have what, 95 sanity?
Yeah, the odds are astronomical. Okay. I was kind of hoping it'd be high. It's a 20 flat, so we're good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
I
definitely
lose my lunch a bit, but
it's definitely unsettling watching this in action. And both of you take just a second before Mango's like, "Oh shit, Mason." And you both look over as the altar brings the axe down into Mason's head. There is a sickening crack and a spray of blood that goes out onto the adjacent seats.
We'll be fine. Fine, you can bounce back from that.
Mango screams. You seem relatively unfazed.
Oh, boy. Oh, no.
As you wake up. Back in your bed. Back in Acadia. In your RV. Yeah, how's the pulse?
We're having trouble finding it, but we're good. We're good. We're fine.
Thank you to Mango, Amanda Krondar, Morgan Woolbrand, Emmy Laderna, Smarties, Charlie Rose, and Adam Carpenter for their continued support of the show. You can support the show at patreon.com/10cast and get access to special features, bonus content, get thanked every single week, and much, much more. We will be back next Monday. Please remember to tell a friend about This Isn't Normal. Share the reflection game with them. They'll love it. I promise. It would mean the world to us. Please remember to leave a rating, leave a review, comment, smash the like button, subscribe, favorite. Any and all of the above helps us out tremendously, and we would. Did I say we'd be grateful? I will say it again. We'd be so grateful for it. Have a great week. Stay safe. Drink lots of water, and we will see you next Monday. All right, let me do a very quick 1-2 Boyarino. Can I get some
Don't
words?
ask me to type anything.
I don't. Why? When have I ever asked you to type something for a recording test?
Don't ask me to type anything.
we desperately need actually a type text for every single one of you. So if we could all do that, that'd be awesome.
I lost my keyboard. I can't do that. I'm sorry.
In order to record, I only have 4 USB slots, and in order to record, I need about 5 USB slots. So
what
something
are you
had to go.
About? What?
Talking about how I only have 4 USB slots and I have 5 things.
What 5 things do you have?
A mouse, a keyboard, a microphone, a video camera, and now my headphones require a USB slot. So I sacrificed my keyboard for everything else. So don't ask me to type anything. I threw it in the trash.